こんなとこだね。
Hello everyone, Crow here, and this is a pickups I've gotten over the last week. The first thing I got is actually a very early birthday present for me. In fact, if you've seen my last week's video, the Dragon's Lair trilogy was also in the same category. My wife actually got that for me because she didn't know what else to get me for my birthday, and then this game came out, so she got this for me as well, and it's Fist of the North Star, and I got this for the PS3. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this game. Kotaku seems to hype the game up every now and again, and Fist of the North Star is my favorite anime. I just love it, and I've played a little bit of this game. I haven't really played too much of it. I've been working on this a project. I'll kind of get into that after I get through all these games, but yeah, this is just this. It's not the greatest game, but it is satisfying just to walk through and beat the hell out of hundreds of people at a time. It's just, it's so great. So let's see, what else? She went to a disc replay and picked up a stack of games. Let's see what we got here. We got Pro Pinball, Fantastic Journey. Yeah, this is like back when pinball, there was like only one table on a disc. But they tried to make it as detailed as they can and as accurate as they can. I haven't played this one, but there have been a couple of these Pro Pinball in the Pro Pinball series. This was only 99 cents, so you really can't go wrong any way you look at it. Here's another game. I'm sure she bought this one just because it has a skull on the front. It's Dead in the Water. So Dead in the Water. Live fast, die wet. Doesn't sound that good. Live fast, die wet. Okay. Looks like a $2 game. Looks like some kind of a Hydro Thundery type of game. Yeah, track. So it looks like some kind of Hydro Thunder ripoff. Interesting. And then we have Rogue Trip, which is by the same people who did Twisted Metal 1 and 2. For some reason, I don't really remember the details of it all. The whole team didn't do Twisted Metal 3. They went on and did this game instead, and Twisted Metal 3 was done by another development company. Yeah, the single track right there. So I really haven't had a chance to play this one. I was more into the Twisted Metal series back then. So interesting. There's no sticky. Looks like she took off the sticker herself. I'm pretty sure this was like $2 or $3. I'd have to look through my messages because she did ask me about that. We have a GameCube game here, Zapper, One Wicked Cricket. And I'm sure this was purchased just because it says One Wicked Cricket. So, yeah, if it makes you laugh, you wind up paying $3 for a game. So, it doesn't seem like that great of a game. See here. Yeah, no manual, disc only. Well, that'll just get added to the collection. We have here Sega Classics collection. This was $3.99. It looks like there's a bunch of games on here that weren't on the Sonic collection, which is why I say go ahead and pick it up. Why not? I mean, I don't think Monaco GP was on it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Taint R. I never even heard of that one. Yeah, I know there's games on here that weren't on the Ultimate Genesis collection. So, yeah. And here we have another collection. Ooh, this box is kind of messed up a little bit. Capcom Classics collection. And I said, go ahead and pick this one up because I had the Volume 2 of this. So, why not have the Volume 1 as well? Let's say I got Street Fighter 2, Ghosts and Goblins, you know, and Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts even. Sun, Final Fight, Gundet Smoke, and all the arcade versions. So yeah, this is not a bad deal. Pretty sure this was only like $3 as well. None of these games were over $3 or $4. Arc the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. I don't know. I don't really plan on playing this game. RPGs in general, I have to have a lot of time blocked off to actually play them, and I haven't been able to even foresee when I'll have time blocked off to play these games. So, $3.99, why not just add it to collection? Maybe one day, you know, 20 years from now, I'll get a chance to play it. And I said go ahead and pick this one up because this is a good game. For $2.99, Serious Sam, Next Encounter. Serious Sam was kind of one of those budget titles for PC when it came out. It was like a $20 game when it was released on PC. And was kind of a hit. So, of course, they ported it over to other systems. And here's a PS2 version of Serious Sam. And then one day we were by a plane trade. We walked on in. We picked up a couple games there. This one I saw, and then I looked it up, and I was like, holy crap, I don't have this game. How do I not have this game? It's Actraiser on Super Nintendo. We paid a $4.49 for it, because got the discount. He has the discount card with my name on it, apparently. That's... Yeah, I'm just still messing around with this camera. It doesn't focus as good as my other camera did, but it's higher quality, so what are you going to do? So yeah, Actraiser. And then Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Eye of the Beholder. I don't really know that much about this game, but it does have Capcom so in the corner. So what was this, $4.49? Just wind up picking this up as well. And I picked this one up. I already had a copy of this game, but we have the box for it now. Box and manual are in here. NHL PA Hockey 93. It is a sports game, but, you know, it's the box. And, you know, what was it? 89 cents with the box and manual. I didn't think I was going to pass that up. I mean, that's all the pickups. But I'll just briefly explain what I've been working on. And brief history. A couple of years ago, I bought a program on my computer called Collectors. It was, I can't remember how much I paid for it, $30, $40. But it looked like the best way of keeping track of my game collection, seeing as how I could kind of modify the fields and put my own info in there. So I was using that up until a year ago when they came out with an online version of it called Connect Collectors, you know, whatever. And, you know, they have different versions of it. There's versions for video games, there's versions for books and movies, and they're all separate. So I was like excited about the online version because then I could check my collection on my phone easily. So I paid for a subscription for 1 year of that. You do have to pay a yearly subscription for that. And for the past year, you know, mine is up in January. I don't know if I'm going to renew it or not. But for the past year, I've been just foregoing inserting the games in my collection on my program on my computer and just inserting them right into the online version, which isn't, you can't get as detailed as, and you can't change as much stuff as you can with the version on your computer, but it was just easier to go online through my phone and see what I had in my collection without having to make an HTML file from the other. Let's just forget about the details. Well, part of the problem with that was that sometimes I'm in places and I don't get, you know, signal with my phone, in which case, you know, I can't see my collection. I can't tell if I have a game or not. Also, sometimes the list got so big that it took so long for my phone to bring it up. So, a couple of weeks ago, they came out with an app for Android. This app is also on iPhone for the Collectors program on my computer. So, basically, it was kind of expensive for an app. It was like $10, but it would allow me to see my collection on my phone without having to have an internet connection of any kind. So, I bought it, and I put it on my phone, but it doesn't sync with the online version. It syncs with the version on my computer. So I wound up re-exporting everything from the online version back into my program, but I noticed a whole bunch of problems with details in the games. Mainly the cover art for a lot of the games was either missing or wrong. So that is my project. That's the project I've been working on. I've been kind of going through all 2,100 and something of my games in the database, seeing if the cover for the game is right, and if not, scanning my own cover, or finding a cover, or finding an image that I can re-put in there. And then I'll be able to re-export that and sync it with my phone and have everything be correct. I know it might not make any sense, but it makes sense to me. I'm nearly done, and maybe I can get back to making some videos and and playing some more games. So that's everything. If you have any questions about, I'm thinking about maybe making a video of these collector's programs. You know, the biggest downside to them is that you do have to pay for them. Biggest upside is they're totally customizable. But yeah, so that's why I like them. They're just so customizable. I mean, you don't like the genre they put a game in, well, change it yourself. You make up your own genres, make up your own systems. You can, so I might make a video on that. I'm not too sure about that. It's just the idea I'm toying with. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks everyone watching. See y'all next time. Bye.
Well, Fluffy, time to shave your butt and put cosmetics all over it.